Hello, and welcome to this episode where today we're going to be diving into how you can be more empowered to figure out exactly what those unreadable ingredients are in your personal care and skincare products. So let's get started. So, I'm going to give you some tools that you can use to figure out if the unpronounceable ingredients in your skincare or personal products are potentially causing you harm. Now, lots of people say if you can't pronounce it, if you can't read it, then it must be bad for you. That's actually a myth. There are a lot of products out there that are known to not cause any harm, but the official names for some of these ingredients are quite complex and sometimes a little bit tongue twisting. So I'm going to show you three resources here today so that you can know whether or not the ingredients that you're exposing your family or yourself to could be potentially causing harm. Now, harm might not be feeling like you're having an allergic reaction straight away, but it may be an accumulation over time where you're experiencing more headaches, brain fog, unexplained rashes, feeling generally unwell, fatigue, hormone problems, trouble getting pregnant, things like that. All of that can be linked to an exposure of chemicals. Again, not all chemicals are bad, but these resources here will give you some ideas of what you're putting on your skin and whether or not you're comfortable with those ingredients and the safety data. So the first resource is the Environmental Working Group website. So here I am, ewg.org, and you can scroll down. It has some great resources, which I will go through some of the other resources another day, but we've got the Visit the Skin Deep database. So there's over 70,000 personal care products and ingredients here. What they do is they show you some of the research that is being done on the ingredients out there. There are lots of ingredients out there in our products that actually haven't been tested. So we'll report most of it. I did have a look today, and some of it's not complete, but it's pretty good, and it's a really good starting point. So if you have an ingredient, say you've got a cream for eczema and you wanted to put it in, you can pop it in here in this little search bar. It's not going to have every single product out there because there are new products out there all the time. But you might say Johnson & Johnson's shampoo and body wash. Let's pop that in the search bar. I haven't searched this before. But we scroll down. This is used on kids, and a 3 is it's not a bad score, but often we want to be looking in the green range of the 1s and 2s. So it will give you a score out of 9, and it will have low, moderate, or high ingredient concerns there. So I look at this, but I then will delve deeper into what it actually says below. So it's saying here high allergy and immunotoxicity, so not good for the immune system. There's concerns about restrictions in some of the ingredients in here. So, okay, so we see the first one here. It contains a fragrance. Now, fragrance is potentially hundreds of different ingredients in one overarching product called fragrance. And when there is fragrance on a label, they don't have to list all the individual ingredients in that fragrance. So you actually don't know what's in it. Typically though, these hundreds of different chemicals that make up a fragrance, they typically have ingredient concerns such as being a skin irritant, being carcinogenic, having issues with hormone disruption, or creating that allergic type reaction. So I always recommend you avoid any product that contains a fragrance in there or parfum on the label. So we're going down the different ingredients in this particular product, and it's got the PEGs, which I would definitely avoid as well. It's got the sodium benzoate, which I usually avoid. And then you can scroll down and just see what the other ingredients are and what they rate. You can click on, this is when you search for the ingredients individually, you can click on here, it's scoring fragrance as an 8, which has concerns, and then I would look, you can have a look at all the different products in their database that contain that ingredient, but then also the individual research. So that's in that particular area. So it says known human immune system toxicant or allergen. So you'd be wanting to avoid fragrance. Causing allergic contact dermatitis. So again, if you've got allergies, if you've got eczema, if you've got a skin condition, if you're feeling generally unwell or an autoimmune condition, or if you're just generally wanting to live a cleaner life, a healthier life, and you've got some underlying health issues, definitely recommend avoiding fragrance. And this is just a snapshot of research as well, because I have looked at other things and the research is a bit limited in some of the areas that I've looked at, but this is a really good starting point. So for example, I've got a product over here and we can just type in one of the ingredients in here. And this is a triethylenolamine. This one's often used in soaps. So again, it scores a 2 to 5. Am I happy using that on my skin? Maybe if it's one of the least ingredients at the bottom of the list, but if it's one of the top ones, which it is in this particular product, it's the second one after water, probably going to give this one a miss. So high allergy, immunotoxicity rating here, and then you can have a look at contamination concerns there, and then you can have a look at the research. The other thing is that there's not research done on everything. So if that's the case, then it might score a 1, but actually the research is limited. Now the second website, which is really helpful, is the safecosmetics.org, and you can have a look here. So I was looking up petrolatum. Someone was asking me the other day about petrolatum or petroleum jelly. So this just shows that there's potential. What we're concerned about is contamination. So if it's refined properly, there are no concerns about contamination with polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. So we're looking for white petrolatum there. If you're going to use it in a product, I would personally prefer to use something like a shea butter or something like that as an alternative. So hopefully that helps you in the website options there. And again, you can look at, pop in the search bar at the top to look for the ingredients in your different products. And then the other reference I found really helpful is Truth in Beauty by Mukti. Now, this is quite a read, but it will go through the different, it will go through the different ingredients or different concerns in different products. So such as hair care, moisturizers, other skincare products. So it will show you each of the different areas and the things to look out for, and whether or not the ingredients such as oxybenzone is concerned to be 5 different types of concerns there. So I think it's skin irritant, endocrine disruptor, carcinogen. I don't have a guess of the other 2. It's got a little key so you can cross-check back at the end. So again, Truth in Beauty by Mukti is a really great resource, and I highly recommend that if you're looking for some more detailed reading. It's really well referenced as well. So I really encourage you to be informed about what you're putting on your skin and what you're putting on your kids' skin as well. And therefore you can use these free databases on the internet to have a look at, scratching the surface of what you're using at the moment. So I hope you found that helpful. Today we talked about different databases that you can access for free on the internet, as well as the wonderful Truth in Beauty Mukti book, which you can find online. Of course, all you need to do is do a search for that, so that you can know exactly what the ingredients are that are in your personal care products and your skincare products that you might be putting on yourself or your children, so that you can be informed and make informed decisions about what you're exposing yourselves to for a healthy future. Now, if you're experiencing any symptoms of eczema or allergies, I have some information down below, as well as potentially some of those other symptoms that are a little bit more hidden, perhaps the headaches and the tiredness or fatigue, the brain fog, the stomach upsets, that sort of thing. The chemicals that we expose ourselves day to day, as well as the chemicals within our home and the health of our home environment, as well as our diet, nutrition, stress and lifestyle, all contribute to the fabric of our health. So can you see how looking at and making sure that we know that the ingredients or the products that we're putting in our skin are not causing us harm, that can lead us to a healthier future? It just makes sense, right? So click like and subscribe if you'd like to know further information or be told about when I'm releasing my next video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.